Hundreds of thousands have fled war and poverty. They're pouring into Europe by a new land route from Turkey to Hungary.
As waves of desperate migrants sprint from a holding camp in Hungary, a camerawoman appears to trip a man running with his child in his arms.
Migrants at the main refugee camp here being fed like a herd of caged animals.
Viktor Orban has won a third straight term in power. First to congratulate Orban, France's far-right leader Marine Le Pen. Quote, mass immigration as promoted by the EU is rejected again.
It's been extremely disappointing to see what's happening in Hungary, where we've seen a real backtracking on democratic institutions. Marta Pardavi, she's standing up for the rights of the people, but it's at personal risk.
The Hungarian government's propaganda led to many people being convinced that refugees have no human rights. This is absolutely unimaginable that this would be happening, but this is how the Hungarian immigration regime plays out now. There's basically very little hope for an asylum seeker in reaching Hungary and also in obtaining protection. The Helsinki Committee over the past 20 years has given free legal assistance to well over 30,000 people. This includes Hungarian citizens, it includes asylum seekers, foreigners in Hungary. We've had cases where individuals were detained in the transit zone and they were not given food.
She has been able to be effective in bringing public attention to these outrageous policies, these discriminatory policies. We know that the Hungarian laws have been changed to put her at risk, criminal sanctions for helping people that are seeking asylum, public stigma of being recognized as an enemy of the state.
On World Refugee Day, standing up for refugees has become a criminal offense. One would have never thought that we would have criminal sanctions threatening our work or that there would be attacks on speaking about refugees. Now the situation is pretty black and white. It's bleak, but there is also hope. Something that is very human when you see refugees who have gained protection in Hungary, who we have assisted.
I came to Hungary for protection. Once you get there, you get nothing. When you feel this cast away, then they are there. The greatest thing about Helsinki Committee, it's just simple. You can go there and you can feel like you're something regular. They just give you at least the hope.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to democracy everywhere. This is ultimately the question, whether we can work together to fortify, strengthen democracies and human rights protection for everybody in the world, or whether we just give up. And of course we cannot give up.
We have found over and over again that being quiet's not going to help, that you need to put a spotlight on people who have that courage. In Marta's case, that's been particularly true, to make sure that the international community stands behind her. And I thank Human Rights First for recognizing that with this award.
If more people would be aware, there would be even more support. So in spite of the pressures, we want to grow into an organization that continues to stand up for human rights, and I'm very confident that we will be able to achieve it.